Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel Taoyung's World. My name is Vijay Charkey. Today, I'm here to tell the story of Bruha and Braiha. Many accounts have documented the origins of Bruha and Braiha, with some suggesting they came from Burma. As someone who has researched this topic, I aim to share my findings to shed light on the story of Bruha and Braiha, providing insights for those who may be unfamiliar with their roots. Please feel free to comment in the video if you have more information about Bruha and Braiha, which I do not know. I will learn that too from you. Bruha and Braiha, the ancestral roots and migration of the Brew community. In the rich tapestry of Brew folklore and history, the tale of Bruha and Braiha stands out as a central narrative that encapsulates the origins, migrations, and contributions of the Brew community. This narrative is vividly detailed in Gautam Kumar Bera's anthropological work, The Land of 14 Gods, which explores the cultural heritage and historical journey of the Brew people. The mythical origins at Sibrai Kong. According to Bera's research, the origins of the Brew community are intertwined with a divine myth. In the Jampui range of Tripura, India, at a place known as Sibrai Kong, regarded as the abode of the supreme god Lord Shiva, a miraculous event took place. A boy and a girl, Devlaxmi and Devtarani, were believed to have been born from a stone where Lord Shiva had preserved their souls. This divine couple, in the 13th century, were blessed with 2 sons, Bruha, born first, and Braiha, born 2 years later. Historical context and migration. The historical journey of Bruha and Braiha is less clear and somewhat contested. Some accounts suggest that these brothers lived in the Shan state of Burma, modern-day Myanmar, before migrating to the Chittagong Hill Tracts in the 14th century. These accounts mention that Braiha's party moved ahead successfully, while Bruha's party lagged behind. While the exact motivations and circumstances of their migration are debated, it's evident that the Brew community had a significant presence in the region well before the modern political boundaries of Bangladesh, Burma, and India were established. The Brew community in Tripura. Despite the varying narratives, one constant is the prominent role the Brew community played in the historical and military affairs of Tripura. Bera notes that from the 13th century onwards, many members of the Brew, also known as Ring, held important positions within the armies of Tripura's kings. By the 15th century, 2 Rayang generals, Rai Chak and Rai Ksom, were instrumental in Maharaja Danya Manakaya's defeat of the Pathan army. This highlights the long-standing integration and significance of the Brew community within the regional power structures. The debate on outsider status. The question of whether the Brew community should be considered outsiders is complex and multifaceted. The migration story involving Bruha and Braiha from Burma to the Chittagong Hill Tracts does not undermine the Brew's historical presence in the region. The political landscape has shifted dramatically over centuries, with British colonial policies and subsequent national boundaries altering perceptions and identities. Burma was separated from India in 1937, and Bangladesh became independent in 1971, long after the Brew community had established itself in the region. Therefore, any claims of the Brew as outsiders must be contextualized within the broader historical migrations and the evolving geopolitical boundaries. Linguistic evolution and cultural unity. Language and culture are inherently dynamic, shaped by historical movements and interactions. The Brew language, like any other, has evolved through generations, influenced by geographical migrations and contact with other cultures. This linguistic diversification is a natural outcome of human history and should not be a basis for division. The fundamental cause of linguistic change is the minute deviations that occur during the transmission of language from one generation to the next. As the Brew people moved and settled in new areas, their language and cultural practices adapted to the new environments, leading to variations in pronunciation and vocabulary. This process of linguistic change reflects the broader human experience of adaptation and survival. Conclusion: embracing unity in diversity. The story of Bruha and Braiha, whether viewed through a mythical or historical lens, underscores the deep roots and enduring presence of the Brew community in the region. Rather than focusing on divisive narratives of insider versus outsider, it is essential to recognize the contributions and historical significance of the Brew people. The Brew community's journey is a testament to human resilience and adaptability. Their history of migration, cultural integration, and military valor highlights the complex interplay of myth, history, and identity. As we reflect on this rich heritage, we should embrace the unity that comes from understanding and respecting the diverse cultural tapestries that make up our shared history.